Hello, it's Chris from Macombu, and it's Friday, and that makes me happy, and I'm here with the LG K8 4G, which also makes me happy, or as we prefer to call it, the LG K8, which seems quite a nice friendly name for it. So this is quite a budgety phone, obviously, one of the LG's. We've recently unboxed and reviewed the K4, so this is the K8, slightly bigger, slightly different feature set and everything as well. So we're just going to unbox a bit. As you can see, it got a little bit bashed in on the journey over. So thanks, Mr. Courier. Not going to name and shame the firm, even though we probably should. But yeah, this came direct from mobilefun.co.uk. So thanks for sending this over, guys. And we're just going to take a little bit of a look at this bad boy and see what we get in the box. Well, obviously you get the phone. Be a bit disappointed without that. So there's the LG K8. LG K8. Let's just peel off all the little stickers and such forth. Oh, that might be the only one. Oh, no, little bits down the side. Oh, I love these little side stickers. Those are the best. They're always favourites. Oh, God. Okay, let's try and get these off. So it's a 5-inch screen. Oh, God, more random little bits. 5-inch screen, 720p HD. So as you'd expect for this sort of price point, I think it's, I believe it's sort of between 100 to 150 pounds. So can't exactly expect the moon on a stick, just nice basic specs. I think those were a little bits off. So yeah, so this is the LG K8 in all its glory. Feels certainly very light. I think that might be because the battery might not be inside. Let me just check, because I've fallen for this before. So let's just have a quick look in the rest of the box and see what else we can find. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 7 times, shame on me. Let's get this bad boy in here, and then we can get that powering up while we look through the rest of the box, which is always good. So there's the insides of the LG K8 if you're interested. So the back just snaps clean off, and you've got your SIM card slot and all the rest of it in there. Back just snaps back on again, and then there'll be a bit of power in there already, and we'll be able to get this powered up. So as you can see, rear mounted power button, an LG specialty. We'll have a good look at the phone in a second, but there you go, it's loading up now. So let's just have a quick look in the rest of the box while that's happening. So you've got the instruction manual stuff, you've got a nice UK charger, USB cable, and of course you get some Bonza cheapy earphones as well. So give those a test, see if they're any good. Whoops, probably shouldn't slam them down like that, but never mind. So yeah, so the phone itself is the 5-inch screen, 720p, nice sort of pretty skinny bezels. This is what LG calls a 2.5D arc-shaped glass screen, which basically means it just curves a little bit at the edge there. So yeah, so it's, you know, obviously don't expect anything approaching the likes of the Galaxy S7 Edge and the rest of it, but it's quite a nice little design all the same for a budget phone. As you can see, it just curves very subtly. Oh God, there's more bloody stickers. Why with all the stickers, LG, every time? Oh, God damn it, get off. Right. So yeah, so as you can see, it curves nicely at the back as well. You've got this nice sort of beveled back there, so that should hopefully help with the grip, he says as he almost drops it. Little speaker at the rear there, so that's probably not going to be the most powerful thing around, but hopefully it will do the job for YouTube videos and the rest. And of course your there's more stickers here, rear power button and volume buttons as well. So something that's changed slightly for the new G5. You've still got the rear mounted power button, which is also a fingerprint sensor. Oh, God damn it, sorry. But the volume buttons had moved to the side, whereas this is the proper old school LG, which we've enjoyed since the G2, I believe it was, was the first one that had the rear mounted controls. And of course, you've got an 8-megapixel camera on there with LED flash, and a 5-megapixel camera at the front as well. So if we just bosh through the setup process super quick, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, just no, skip anywhere. We can obviously do all the proper setup process before we do the full review and everything. We're just going to skim through this to take a look at some of the features. So obviously, you got good old knock code, which you can set up as an alternative to the likes of your standard pin and the rest of it. Of course, there's no fingerprint sensor on this one. I'm just going to do a nice and straightforward. Oh, it needs to be 6 to 8 taps now, so we're just going to do something like that. Obviously, your actual knock code should be a bit more secure than that. Back up here, I'm just going to do 111. Don't take this as an open invitation to steal my phone, by the way, because that's not my usual pin. Ha ha ha. Height sensitive only, blah blah blah. Yeah, this is fine. I remember an Android set of processors were not this long. So yeah, not much more to say about the phone itself, other than it's 1.3 gigahertz processor inside, so hopefully it should be, you know, reasonably nippy. Problem we have had with some of the LG phones in the past, such as the G3 and the G4, was they did tend to get a bit bogged down after a while and saw some serious slowdown. The worst was actually the G Flex and the G Flex 2. They started to get seriously slow after a few months of use. But fingers crossed, this one will stay quite nippy. As you can see, it's Android. Let's just dodge because I'm not sure which version of Android it is. Let's just have a little check in the menus. As you can see, it's the usual LG menus, so everything's separated into the different factors. If we go into general, you've got the about phone, and we can see software info. It's version 6.0 Marshmallow, so that's nice, because obviously some of the cheaper Samsungs, for instance, are still rocking Lollipop. So it's nice to get a bit of Marshmallow on the go. Of course, this being an LG phone, you get tons of extra features on top of that. So let's just have a bit of a scan. You've got the Capture Plus, where you can basically scribble on the desktops and the rest. So that's all good. You get this nice little scrolling bar of shortcuts, so you can have a flick through that. And you can edit it, of course, as well, so you can have exactly which shortcuts you want in there. Always very nice. Usual widgets and all the rest of it. Diving into the apps, there'll be a few little LG backup, the likes of that as well. So nothing sort of, you know, nothing that you wouldn't expect on an LG phone, basically. Budge into the camera, and see it's a nice, yes, allow, thank you. It's LG's nice, simple interface, which we know and love from the likes of the G4 and the rest. Give that a tap, the little dots a tap, and you get your settings stuff popping out. So you can change exactly what you shoot. So as you can see, you can do 4:3, 16:9. You can do full HD video and all the rest. So that's all good. And as I say, it's an 8 megapixel snapper, so you should hopefully get some nice crisp shots coming out of it. And you just tap that little shutter button, give that another tap, and it all goes away. And you should be able to just tap to shoot. There we go. So not the fastest, but hopefully it'll do the job nicely. And if we skip to the front-facing camera, no, that's to go back. Silly me. There we go. There I am. So this is a 5 megapixel selfie camera, and if you just do the same as well, take some nice shots. I'll try and block out the light so you can actually see what's going on. And they've also got gesture shots, I believe. Yep, there you go. So you can make a little fist and then take a funky selfie like that. And there's also a flash option, which is basically it just flashes the screen, kind of like what the S7 does, except the LG G5 also had this feature and it was quite weak, so I'm not really sure if this will have any effect at all. I'm assuming not so much. Let's just give it a test actually. We can turn off this light here, get it nice and dark, and let's go super dark. Let's turn all the lights off, and then I can knock everything over trying to turn everything back on again. Oh, it's all spooky. Right, let's try taking a picture and see how that one turned out. God damn it, yes. Gallery, fine. Okay. Wow, I look like a, a terrifying ghost. There you go. So that's the screen flash feature. I'll just turn on some lights again so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Right. So I think that's all the main stuff talked about. On the LG Kit, this is available now via UK retailers such as Mobile Phone, of course. So we'll be giving you a full review soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you've got any questions or comments, let us know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching.